Welcome back to the channel and to another video. In this video, we are going to be comparing a stock 9th gen Accord V6 6-speed manual against my Bolton's Accord V6 manual. Mine is the 8th gen, so this is the gen that's one up, so it's newer. I always wanted the 9th gen technically over the 8th gen because the styling and a little bit more power, it's a little bit more modern. But with the deal I got on this car, of course I had to go with the 8th gen. But we're going to test out how a stock 9th gen does against an 8th gen. I've been wanting to do a comparison between the two cars, preferably if they're both modded to the same, level, but a stock one will do for now. And because he's stock, I'll have a passenger, and he probably won't have a passenger, so that'll give maybe even it up a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna film that, but that's gonna be later in the day. For now, I have to do a few errands and stuff like that here and there. But before we get into the video, make sure to check out our Amazon storefront. I just launched that on Friday, and it's basically just like an Amazon web page that's created by us, and it has like links to products and mods that we use. I have even the Mazda 6 mods in a list. So we have the Accord V6 mods, the Mazda 6 mods, and just like other products that we use, like my editing and filming setup. So yeah, check that out. See what you can get from there, because it helps the channel grow. And it gives a little bit of a commission, which helps out to make content, which is going to be needed because I will be getting a new project car very, very soon. Before the end of October, I will be having a new project car. And to give you guys a little bit of hints, it does have more cylinders, and it is NA, so think about it like that. Comment your guesses below, and we're gonna get right into this video. The homie pulled up with his 9th gen Accord V6 coupe. It's also a manual. Off the bat, I have to say I do like the front end way better than my car. I was telling you guys before that I did want to get a 9th gen, but with the deal that I got on the 8th gen, I had to get mine. But yeah, looking at them side by side, the 9th gen definitely looks way better, I'd say, overall. But this particular one doesn't have any mods power-wise. It's mostly suspension and handling and those kind of mods. But I'm gonna let the owner talk about the actual details about it, and then we'll get into the runs.
The mods list that I actually have are mainly suspension mods and handling mods for the most part. I have 0 done to the engine. I thought I'd enjoy the 270 crank horsepower to the crank, and then to the wheels I just enjoy obviously the 250. But the handling mods, I have a list here of Progress rear sway bars with energy suspension bushings, Megan Racing Easy Series coilovers, HFP body kit with the emblems, the 19-inch by 9.5 Ordovan Form 9s actually. I have a long list, I apologize. The SPC multi-link arms, obviously. It's a basic muffler delete. Obviously, it removes like 40 pounds off of it. And then the clutch delete valve, obviously that's a must for these cars. Drilled slotted ceramic R1 concepts, hard racing front sway bar end links, the Fastline Performance rear sway bar end links, and then these are just sitting on the Federal ST's Evolution tires, which I do need to rotate soon. The backstory, which the story was given to me by the dealership. Well, I started 2018 roughly around October, September-ish, and what I was looking up online, miraculously my dad was looking up cars too for me. It was actually my first car from the dealership, and it turns out that we end up looking for it that afternoon. I go to the dealership, they say they have it, I take a look at it, take some photos of it, I say I want it, but I'll come back tomorrow with the down payment. Turns out the next day when I get there, they told me that the car sold. Figures, I said, where is it? Well, no, it didn't sell. They say they were selling it and then it sold. Then the manager actually had the paperwork for it, said no, it didn't sell, we still have the keys. Okay, well, where is it? Nobody knows where it is. It took like 10 to 15 minutes to figure out where the hell they left the car. It was actually in the back where the maintenance was. Why was it there? I have no idea. How they told me was that somebody from up north in Sacramento was actually gonna come down here, and he wanted to prepay for it that same day that I went to go look for it. So with that said, he ended up getting so excited. They told him that they didn't want to have any holds for anybody. They weren't going to play that game. First come, first serve, whoever's here physically. And I was there, obviously. I lived down the street from the dealership. They told me that he was going to put a down payment. He was going to pay in full. He was so excited that they told him that he broke his leg running down the stairs, and he had to call them and tell them that he canceled his flight and he couldn't make it to the dealership. So they were actually going to hold the car for him instead, but they ended up not. He called them saying, hey, I broke my leg, I can't, I had an accident, and I took the car. Lastly would be when I'm already in the car, 2 other people were inquiring about it, and they kept asking, hey, is this car sold? Is this car still for sale? I'm already inside, I already signed the paperwork, and it's his now. You know, too bad. Got it with 6,000 miles on it, and right now it's at 38,000. I barely drive it due to the fact that I actually have a Saturn Vue with a J series. It's a J35 Honda Odyssey engine. So I daily that for the most part, and hopefully next time I could go ahead and bring it out for you guys. Funny story is that my dad actually is interested in possibly selling a 2008 6-speed manual just like this with the V6 engine J series. And I've been trying to convince him. He's kind of getting convinced slowly, but he's asking potentially possibly in selling it. I'm not sure if you guys would be interested in possibly inquiring about it. Price would be, if you DM me, I can go ahead and let you know. I think it's pretty steep. And if you guys are interested in obviously modding a car just like this, DM me and let me know. These social media? Or
yeah.
I can go ahead and plug that.
Yeah. Of course. Go ahead.
Social media would be ARCAngel7190, and if you are interested, let me know. It's actually adult owned. Here's a picture of it, just so you know that it's adult kept. The original owner was my uncle. He purchased it brand new in 2007. He sold it to my dad in 2017, and it has roughly 140,000 miles on it. So let me know if you're interested.
The unfortunate thing is it's raining, so that's not good. I don't know if my car is gonna hook, not gonna lie. If it doesn't hook, I'm losing, and vice versa with him. In dry conditions, I will say he's probably accurate in saying that my car top end will beat him. The 9th gen Accord does have a little bit more power, and it doesn't lose as much power with the drivetrain and all that. I don't know if it just puts down power more efficiently, but they do dyno higher numbers stock. So I'm excited. It just kind of sucks that it is raining, but we're gonna do what we can about that. So for my final words, so the first run he actually had traction control on, so that's why there was a bigger difference in that run. So the traction control probably cut his power, but the last 2 or 3 runs that we have in the video, they're pretty accurate. We are basically door to door. I'm not sure if that's because the 9th gen does put more power down stock on the dyno than my car, and the gearing of this one is a little bit better, so it might be a slightly more aggressive. But yeah, overall the runs were really fun, so shout out to him for coming out. And if you're interested in buying his dad's 8th gen V6 6-speed, make sure to hit him up. I'm gonna have the Instagram below. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also check out the Amazon storefront, we just opened it. But we'll see you in the next upload.